Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're not new. My name is Jenny. Today we're going to be talking about luxury items that I've sold and why, because I received a lot of requests for videos like this and like luxury related content. So I thought I would just go ahead and film this one today. I also have another one comparing two of my bags, but that one will probably come later next week. So I just wanted to kind of let you guys know that. A lot of these items you guys probably have seen unboxings on and then you guys never saw anything about it afterwards. And then some of these items I did use them for a little bit and then I ended up deciding to sell them because they weren't working in my lifestyle per se. So I just want to mention that. And I think there was only one item that I didn't do an unboxing on, and I will kind of explain that a little bit later. The first item that I want to mention is my Toiletry 26. I did get a lot of questions about this one because some of you guys are always asking me, do I still have it? Can I do a review on it? I don't think I actually did an official review on it, but I did have it for a little bit. I feel like the toiletry in little compartments and pouches are mainly just to kind of organize your items in your bag, and I didn't really feel the need for that just because I do use bag organizers in almost all of my bags. Unless it's super small, then I would feel the need to have one, but I feel like the Toiletry 26 was a little bit overwhelming, and I did use it in my Neverfull and my Longchamp bag, but I felt like it was only if I didn't have a bag organizer in there, and more often than not I had the bag organizer in my bags. So I feel like although it's a really great item and some people might use it for the purpose of it for toiletries, I was using it more so for cables and chargers and headphones, and it was really functional for that reason. But I feel like because of the odd shape and because it was pretty long but still thin, you were very limited to the amount of things that you can put in there. I wish there was just kind of a big toiletry bag that you were able to just throw everything in there, which I think there is. I think it's the King Toiletry. I thought that one was pretty cool for organizational purposes as well, but the Toiletry 26 was just not for me. I didn't really like the size of it. I felt like it was just a little bit too overwhelming for what it was, and it was a little bit overhyped. And yeah, I still do have my 19 though. I do get a lot of questions about that. The next item was the Cosmetic Pouch, and this is the PM size. I don't really like the moon shape of the bag. It's very similar to the Alma BB, which I do love the Alma, but I felt like the Cosmetic Pouch was just kind of a really odd shape to put in your bags. It took up a lot of space. It was a little bit too big to fit into the Speedy mouth, and I have the Speedy 25. Although it is a really great pouch if you use makeup products or if you feel the need to bring makeup products with you, but more often than not, I'm never touching up throughout the day. I don't know why I don't feel the need to touch up my makeup. I think only maybe my lip products, but that's pretty much it. I don't really feel the need to bring a compact or powder or anything like that. So I have recently started bringing my BB cream with me, but that's besides the point. I still didn't really feel the need for a cosmetic pouch, and I didn't really have a lot of things floating in my bag to where I needed a cosmetic pouch. And because the pouch is similar to the Alma BB, you're really limited to the amount of items that you can put in there because it does taper in at the top. So I do want to mention that. I do have a comparison video with that product and also the mini Pichette. So if you guys want to see that, I will have it linked down below as well as up on the cards. The cosmetic pouch wasn't working for me for a really long time, and it did take me a while to decide to let it go. But I got that in, I think, December 2018, and I did really love it, but I think it was more so just a good piece to look at. I did get it in the Dami Ibin print, which made it look virtually brand new. It didn't look like I even used it at all. So I did really like that one, but it's just wasn't working for me. Another mini item I want to mention is the mini Pichette, and that was in the monogram. I do already have one in the holiday print, and that was from December 2018 as well. I think I got that in October actually, but I like it because it had the red tab and it had the red interior, and it was just so pretty. And after I got it in the regular monogram print, I just felt like I didn't really feel the need to have two of them, basically. So I feel like they both kind of served its purpose. I mean, it was the exact same item, just in a different print. And I know that some people like collecting them and they like having different varieties, but I honestly felt like with that item, I only felt the need to have one. I feel like if I just had too many of the same item, it was just a little bit too overwhelming, and I didn't feel the need to have more than one because they were the exact same item, and I wasn't going to bring two on a certain occasion or anything. So I don't think you need two of any one item. Another mini item that I want to talk about is actually the Chanel mini OKs. I still get a lot of questions about that, and I never actually did a review on it. I probably should have before I let it go, but the Chanel mini OKs, I had it in lambskin with the light gold hardware or the champagne hardware, and that was so beautiful. It had the burgundy interior. It was from the 19 series, oh no, it was from the 28 series actually, and it was really beautiful. It was in the lambskin. I was able to just buff out any scratches, and I really love that about the lambskin in little SLGs because you're using them so often, you think that they might not wear as well, but actually I feel like it really did. And I still really loved the mini O case. I love the way that it looked. I love the way that it just kind of, I think it was more so the look of it that I really liked, but for functionality wise, it was not functional at all. It wasn't really able to hold a lot of stuff. I could barely put in my Rotten Lip and Cheek oil without it kind of bulging a little bit, and that has no width to it, so you're not able to put a lot of items in it. It was more so for, I think I had toothpicks and Tums and floss and I think maybe a pair of headphones. I really did not have many items in there because you're not able to fit too much. And I think because I wanted something more functional, I decided to let that go, only because it just, like I said, it was not working for me. A lot of these things just don't work for me. So if you guys love them and you guys feel like you have to have them in your life, then please don't feel offended by this video. This is just me explaining why it didn't work for me. And I usually don't like to keep things that I'm not using. So I know that some people will say, oh, well, you're selling them for an up price or whatever. I sell them for the exact amount that I get them, or just base price. And I don't really charge tax on it because I live in LA, so I do get taxed up the ass. So I do want to mention that. I've seen people say like, oh, I love selling things for like a markup or whatever. I've never done that. Chanel Mini O case, I did feature that in my What's in My Bag with my Alma BB. I didn't film that the classic way that I usually film my What's in My Bag videos now. So if you guys would like to see an updated version, let me know by giving this video a thumbs up. I can definitely do that. But yeah, I did feature the Chanel Mini O case. I think that one I actually got a lot less than what I paid for it, only because like I think I was given like a sob story or something and I felt bad, so I did give it for a little bit less than what I got it for. I think sometimes I do miss that piece, but it's not something that I would have used in my everyday life, so I think I'm kind of happy that I actually don't have it now. All of these items have gone up in price ever since I purchased them and ever since I have let them go. I wouldn't say that I regret letting them go, but I do feel like I could have gotten a little bit more if I just waited for the price increase, but that's besides the point. Two bags that I did let go was the Pichette Matisse. The Pichette Matisse literally looked like a lunchbox, and I even showed it when I first got it. I showed my boyfriend and he was like, no, that's not your style at all. And I completely agreed. I didn't really like it, and like I said, it did look like a lunchbox, and so after I did the unboxing for that video, it was a little bit underwhelming, so I did decide to let that go. And I'm actually really happy. It's not a piece that I ever saw myself using at all, or even really liking, because like my boyfriend said, it wasn't even really my style. So I really just didn't like the look of it, and it was a little bit bigger than what I imagined in person, so I do want to mention that. I will have every video that I have related to any of these items linked down below if you guys are interested. The next item and final item is actually the Monster backpack. I wore this for a bit. I think I wore it to Vegas, and I also wore it to Disney World. It's really good if you guys have kids or if you guys have younger siblings, because you can just throw their items in there, no problem. I think they were throwing like their water bottle in there and a little portable fan that we have, portable chargers. I think it's really helpful if you guys are traveling and you guys need those items. The backpack was really functional for that, but because I'm not really a backpack person and I felt like it made me look a little bit juvenile, I would say. It was kind of more of like a youthful look, and I don't know, I just didn't really like the look of it. And when I was using it, I had it with the old Vachetta, and it did look pretty worn. It looked a little bit old, and I don't really like that look on, well, I didn't like the look on the backpack because of the whole purpose. Like, it was just someone else's use and everything, so I would much prefer to have it redone, which I actually did. After I had the piece repaired, I decided that the backpack look just wasn't for me, and I couldn't think of a scenario where I would have to wear a backpack again. The only time that I did wear it, like I said, and it was very functional, was when I had the kids. And so I just felt like that was something that I wasn't going to get a lot of use out of, even if I did decide to keep it. And I know that some people say like, oh, just keep the items, you never know when you're going to use it again. But I feel like for that backpack, it just had a certain look to it, and that look just wasn't for me. So I know a lot of people love them and you guys find them really functional in your daily lifestyle, but I just really was not enjoying that. And I think I much prefer purses, and I like the way that purses look. And if there was an event where I felt like I needed a backpack, I think I would really have a long, hard, thought process about it, because I don't know if it was just the monogram look and if it just looked a little bit too casual, or if it was because it was already like dingy and dirty. And so I don't know, just something about it I wasn't really vibing with. So I ended up letting that go. I did get the whole Pichette replaced. I have a whole video on that, and it looked beautiful afterwards, but because I knew that I wasn't going to end up using it and get a lot of use out of it, I decided to let that go. So yes. Also, I did get a few questions as to whether I regret selling these items or not. I don't think that I regret selling them, but I think that the timing that I did sell them, I do regret, because everything went up in price. So the timing, yes, but letting them go, no. Those are all the items that I pretty much let go of. That is so crazy. That's kind of a lot, but I feel like I can't really say that I got replacement pieces for each of the item after I sold it, because I really don't think that was the case. But like I said, these items are always going up in price. So if you guys feel like you want something and you need something and it's going to be functional in your lifestyle, then definitely get it now rather than wait. It's crazy, but that's just how life is. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and got a little bit of, you know, insight as to why I let some of these pieces go. And also thank you to those of you who did purchase the items from me. You guys know that I always gave very fair prices. I never marked up anything. I never got a huge commission from anything. I think that's just total bogus. But I've seen questions of people telling me, oh, why do you sell Louis Vuitton for like a markup or whatever? I've never sold it for a markup. Everything was very fair priced. I only charged for shipping, and even if I did, who cares? Who cares? I sold everything. So I hope that you guys were able to find this video helpful, and you guys kind of gave some of these items a second look just to see whether or not it would be suitable for your lifestyle. So I know that those are quite a few products, but some things just don't work for you and some do. So thank you guys so much for watching nonetheless, and hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye!